Hello and welcome to Darius Tabletop, and today we will look at a game with Geronimo rules. That means parachuting rules for BoltACtion. I will give a good friend of mine, Mario, an introductory game, and we will use for this game, because I thought he's beginning to learn BoltACtion and he's choosing the German team, the German Grenadiers, and I will give him a great game with my German Grenadier box, and I will teach him how to play BoltACtion and how he can build his German Grenadier team. I played on Friday, and on Tuesday, I think he played his first game against Jack, a good friend of mine, who introduced myself to the game. And I got the German Grenadier box. This is what I built out of it. And so I wanted for Mario to know what he can do with his box, how his box plays. I got 13 order dice here. And I also was thinking a day before, man, would it be cool to use some parachute rules. And that is what I will do in a second. So let me show you the game. So while I was at the gym, I was thinking, okay, Mario gets introduced to the game, but let's play some really cool missions. Let's play something like from Commandos behind enemy line, or let's play something from Sudden Strike 1. I love this game, like really, really, really cool game. I don't know, what did I click right now? But yeah, like I love this game, and so I wanted to give him a taste of BoltACtion, how it could be cool. So I was kind of thinking, how would parachuting rules look like? I came up with some parachuting rules, and then a friend told me they already exist. They are called the BoltACtion Geronimo rules, and they were pretty similar to that which I came up with. And I will tell you in a second how they are. Let me show you first the armies. Oh, here I was priming my Targaryen army with Army Painter Furbraun. Great stuff coming soon. And here, this is the army. So this is my German Grenadier box and what I made out of it. And yeah, you get a Stuk, you get a Puma, Pak 40, medium machine gun team, mortar, and 36 infanterists, which I kit bashed a sniper team out of them, a rifleman with a binocular, which you can use as a spotter or as your mortar spotter. I built a medic. I did build 8 or 10 assault rifles. I will show you in a second. And as you can see, like here, different weapons teams. I will show you in a second what they are. So I have 24 order dice in gray for the Germans, and I'm playing 13. So this is yeah, I will show in a second. So that Mario can see what he gets out of his box and how he could play it, at least in the beginning. And in the beginning, it's not super important that you have like one really good loadout or that you stomp. At the beginning, it's just important that you play and that you learn what the order dice do and how the activations work and your weapon profiles and what you can do. And here is the second lieutenant with his buddy and a medic and a medium mortar with a spotter. So I did put some units in so he could learn that you can hide this behind enemy terrain and then have a spotter right there. These are the Fallschirmjäger. We will parachute these guys. I will show you in a second how that will work. They have all assault rifles. I thought that would be fun. They're all veterans. Then a sniper, then an LMG team, the German LMG team for 35 points, and then hair squads. So he could use and move different squads and just play with them and just see how far an LMG shoots, what the rifles do. A bit of a mixed bag loadout, but yeah, just having fun. And I'm mirroring his list with my list. I'm playing the Brits, and I'm taking with me, I will play 8 airborne guys. I don't have assault rifles, so I have Tommy guns, and one has a Vickers light machine gun and a loader. I take this Panzer IV and I play it as a Cromwell. I take this Panzer III and play it as a Stuart, but yeah, I'm playing it as a captured German Panzer III, but I'm playing the Brits. And so I'm mirroring the second lieutenant, the mortar, the PIA team, which next time I will bring. The PIA team needs a Jeep. Without a Jeep, they're kind of trash, like running up the board. 12 inches is nothing. A bazooka team or a Panzerschreck team at 24 inches range could walk up, but a PIA team needs a Jeep. And I'm playing howitzer or anti-tank gun. And as you can see, just mirroring what he has. And yeah, kind of bringing the fun. I don't have a second set of order dice, so I'm using normal dice, and once you get them out of the bag or when they're in the bag, you can't really feel the difference. Like if you're not eager to cheat, like they will do too. So this is how I bring my British to the table with this kind of order dice. And as you can see, just matching what he has, he's playing almost exactly a mirror match so that he can learn what I can do. And I think in this game I didn't include an artillery observer, and I didn't include British special rules. Just keeping it very simple so he can learn what to do with his dice and how to play them. German versus Brits. So this is the playing field, a beautiful field. We have here some fuel tanks. These are the missions at the end of turn 5 or 6. I think at the end of turn 6, you have to hold these missions objectives. Who holds the most wins the game. A very beautiful map. The church, the cornfield, and yeah, pretty cool, pretty beautiful. He forwards deploy his sniper. Here I'm showing the fuel tanks, and we're coming into the board, running onto the board. I'm running everything I have behind line of sight blocking terrain, and yeah, he's running up his units and he's having fun. He's already having fun. He likes the game. He likes the units. At the beginning, not super much is happening. He brings on his AT gun, 6 inches. He puts it in the right direction. And I come in with my Cromwell and shoot, I think, at his AT gun. And he comes in with his Stug and he shoots at my Cromwell, which looks like a Panzer IV. And what he does is he hits it, I think, on a 5 or on a 6, and then he rolls a 3. He sets the tank on fire, and I roll a morale test, and I fail that with an 11, and my crew bails. So Cromwell destroyed. He starts to parachute, and the parachute goes as the following. You just pick out an order dice, you put your paratroopers into the reserve, and you put down the order dice, and you put it down with the direction you want them to come, and behind that order dice, your parachute will land in a straight line, each one with 1 inch behind that man. And as your opponent player, before you roll 2 d6 dice, can change this direction in a 45-degree angle. So in this direction or in this direction. And I think he wanted to come down right here in this line. And I skewed it into 45 degrees into this line in the hopes he would hit some non-passable terrain like this, or he would land on this one. And then he rolled the dice, and I think the dice got sent back 6 inches, and then he came down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 men he dropped. And it's okay. I think it was kind of fun to see how the rules are. Wallet Games said like the rules are representative in the normal rule setting. You just take your paratroopers, so they meet up with your reinforced platoon, and then they will go into a fight. They will run up the board. But for the D-Day, they created this Geronimo rules, and they are kind of cool. But it's hard to get them down in a safe place. So I understand why you take them in the beginning of the battle and not drop them on the battlefield. But it's fun. If you want to do it, try it out. Then I run up with my Panzer III. Again, I'm playing the Brits, but I'm playing that the Stuart, went up in flames, and so they captured a Panzer III, and they are using this now as their Stuart, and I'm using 2 coaxials MMGs and a frontal, and I'm shooting at his paratroopers, and I'm giving them a pin, and I'm killing one veteran with those shots, hitting on 5. So he runs up his Puma, he runs up his MMG team, and here is how it looks right now. And yeah, this is how it looks on my side of the table. And he starts to run up his troops. Like, he cannot really touch me or hit me, so he's just running, hiding behind terrain. I advance with the next dice and want to shoot his Stuk with my Panzer III. With a light anti-tank gun, I take aim, but I think I miss. He had a couple of lucky dices, and I had a couple of bad dice, but that's okay because like he's a beginner, he's learning the game, he should enjoy it, and that's what we did. We enjoyed the game, just playing, just figuring out the game. And what I didn't see when I advanced up here is what he will see in the next turn. He got the next dice. I was dialing in on his Puck 40 with my mortar, dialed in on a 5 next turn, and what he can see is this. He sees the side of my Panzer III, and he takes a shot, and he hits the tank on a 3+, and he rolls a 6, and he destroys it. So both of my tanks gone very early in the game, and that puts him into an advantage. He's running up the board with everything he has. He's having fun. He's giving them a run order. He's trying to claim the objectives in the middle. As you can see, on every flank in the middle, he's just running his troops and trying to get to the objectives markers, and then maybe hide there and shoot at my troops. He drives up his Puma and shoots at something that is very valuable. The next dice I take is my Pia team. I had them run up here, and then I peek out and I take a shot at the Puma, but they miss. They do miss the Puma. The Puma cannot recce back because he used his movement beforehand. And at that point, I'm advancing at shooting and trying to get as many pins as I can on his troops. And yeah, he's taking pins here and there. He's taking a few casualties here and there. As you can see, he has taken 2 pins. The medic gives a 6 or feel no pain. He's taking 2 pins on these guys, and I think, and a casualty. So he's trying, he's tasting the game. Of course, he's retaliating with everything he has, and he doesn't move these guys out of the backfield because he knows that I have a parachute. My paratroopers are in reserve, so he's trying to leave some on ambush or on the backfield so that I cannot, land in his rear. And he's pushing with his guys. And then turn 3, I take my parachute, and I wanted to parachute them down in a straight line, but he changed it up in a 45-degree angle, or up to a 45-degree angle to the maximum. And I rolled 2d6 and my dice got sent back 6 inches. So I landed with my paratroopers in the trees, and the rules say if you land on something, if you hit something impassable terrain, like a church, a tree, or something, in which you cannot land, these troops are immediately destroyed. So these guys landing in the trees are dead, technically. But then Mario says, wait a second, they have knives. Like, maybe it would be cool if on a 6+ you could cut yourself free from the tree and you have your troops again. So I take 2d6 and I roll them, and I have luck. Both get cut themselves out of the ropes, land safely, and unit coherency in a line is maintained. And then they're happy that they landed. And next dice is the German dice, and the sniper shoots out my LMG guy with the Vickers machine gun. And I'm pushing up. We are having fun. Mario's learning the game. He's hooked. He's pretty happy with the game. And we're playing a while. And I think this is the last picture. That's where we stop, because we did meet up pretty early, but it took us a while to set up everything, to explain some rules, to get it started. I took my time. I didn't want to rush him. I wanted to enjoy the game and to really have a great experience, and also give him time. I don't like if you're rushed as a newbie, or if you're facing some forces. Like, let's say here's a starter pack, like, and I play also like kinda a starter pack, and if I would have brought something that is superior to his, that would have crushed him. And I think when somebody starts to play the game, you should go easy on him. You should yeah, show him around and give him a good time. And I think that's what I did. And we played for a while, but the club owner had to close the club. So end of turn 3, sadly, we had to finish the game. It would have been a great game. I think he would have won the game, just because I lost 2 tanks and my troops were really scattered and he was pushing on all sides. But you never really know. But I think he would have won. And we meet up probably next Friday, and he will buy my German dice. And I went to some white and red dice, and I also wanted to try out the blue and white dice, the blue dice, so order dice. And yeah, I'm passing on the grays and taking on some new colors. But you could play also with these guys. Like, I think 5 is a rally, so no problem. You don't need order dice to play the game, but it's nice to have them. So I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, maybe you try the Geronimo rules one time. They're fun, and have a nice day.